stop the funk. I can't stop it. I can't stop the funk. I can't stop it. I can't stop the funk. I can't stop it. I can't stop the funk. I can't stop it. Yo, it's your boy Kenji, man. Look here, man. Got another movie review for you. Let me get into it. As the title says, the movie sucked. And the reason why this movie sucked is because this movie is too long and drawn out. The scenes, and I didn't realize this until the middle of the movie that I realized this movie is only going to be the first act of the original Dune. They're trying to make a trilogy. And I felt like something was off on this movie. Like, I felt like, man, this seems like I'm not going to get a full story of a movie in the likes of a main character going through something very bad, and then he has to train, get stronger to overcome the odds, and then he gets around certain people, friends, supporters, and then he goes and takes out the force that destroyed his family, or whatever happened to him. He gets retribution. This movie isn't that way. This movie is just about him, his family. They get betrayed by the emperor and his other family, and they get killed except the mother and him. And at the end of the movie, he fights. It's a climax, right? It's the final scene, and he fights some random dude, and he beats him, kills him. And it ends, and I'm thinking like, well, I didn't know that character, so it really didn't build up a final scene to me. It didn't feel like a real ending. I'll give you an example. Lord of the Rings. Remember in that movie, it's a trilogy, right? A trilogy. So in the Fellowship, how did they end that? It ended with that orc. Remember, they were fighting in the forest, and you seen the orcs come. They beat the main orc guy. Even though the story was still going to part 2 and part 3, you felt like that movie wrapped itself up well with giving you all the entertainment that you wanted. You saw a journey happen, an adventure happen. This movie is not a journey. It's not an adventure. It's more as if they go to another planet, but it's like, it's not really an adventure in a way that you're supposed to have in a movie like this. When you're in space, it doesn't feel like an adventure. It feels like they're really in this spot for a long time, and then boom, they get betrayed, they get killed, and you see so much bad happening, and then you don't really get to see any development of the protagonist. It's not like he gets stronger or he overcomes some odd. Yeah, he killed this guy, but whatever, bro. We don't even know who this is. We don't care, enough to be like, yes, he overcame it. Yeah, it doesn't feel that way. It feels exactly like what they're doing. They took the first act of the original Dune and made the movie longer than the original movie. I'm like, how do you take a part of a movie and make it longer than the whole original movie? I felt it. I felt like these guys forgot to put Act 2 and Act 3 in there. That's like another Lord of the Rings example. That's like Frodo making it to where Elrond is in the Fort Fellowship movie, right? That city where the elves live, and then you start to see the meeting of the different races in Lord of the Rings: the elves, the dwarves, the men. That's like seeing that happen, right? And then the movie ends, boom. But instead of the first 30 minutes of that, whatever, how long it took them to get there, it's 2 hours now. It's 2 hours now. It's like, bro, this movie should have been. This movie feels like it's trying to make a movie out of the beginning of another movie, which it is. It didn't roll right. It just did not roll right with me. It feels incomplete. And some people gonna be like, well, it's a trilogy. I mean, damn, nigga, make a movie still. Still make a movie. Add something new into it where it can feel like a complete movie, man. Even in Star Wars, the original, the first one, part 4, you saw Luke overcome some odds. He gets with some friends. Um, he he uh he starts to learn the Force, and he goes out and he destroys the Death Star. Right? You're like, oh man, he did amazing. He does something amazing. This guy doesn't really do anything amazing with his powers. It just is not amazing to me. He does 2 things, and it's like nothing really. It's like you demonstrated that you already knew how to use this power in the beginning of the movie, and so it's not like you got stronger. At the end of the movie, I don't care how your attitude changes in the movie. I don't care about his attitude. What has he done to show me that he has gotten stronger? It's not. It's not there. But that's my thoughts on it, bro. It sucked because of that. They're trying to make a trilogy out of this and they're trying to milk the money. I'm thinking like, if we're gonna do this, I don't see how you could do this when the original movies didn't do that, man. It's remakes, man. You can't do this like that, bro. It just doesn't work. It doesn't feel like a full movie. But it's your boy Kenji. Subscribe, comment, like, share, do all the thug dizzle. I'm out.